Hello there. My name is Donna. I'm a catalyst for personal transformation. I'm a coach and I work with a modality called spiritual psychology. And what this video is about is making the inner movement from battle to cooperation. I just had the greatest coaching session with my client Stephanie, who gave me permission to share this with you. And she was talking about inner cooperation and how she feels like all of her parts are in cooperation with each other, meaning she's not in a battle with herself. And so, as we started talking about this, we discovered that Stephanie was in alignment with her thoughts, her feelings and emotions, and her behaviors. So, I identified this as like the secret sauce, the keys to the kingdom. Like, this is what helps us feel like we're in the flow. This is what keeps us happy and motivated and moving forward. And so, as we talked about this shift, making the shift from the inner battle to inner cooperation, Stephanie identified what I'm calling a recovery plan. And the recovery plan is next time she notices that she might be experiencing that inner battle, what are the things that she can do to bring herself back to cooperation? So the first thing that she said to me was take a step back, right? And I love that because I have an analogy about a blender. We're either in the blender or we're looking at the blender. So I want you to just imagine, right? The blender on your kitchen counter, when you're in it, like if you're in the blender, you have no perspective. You can't make informed decisions. You're probably not making good choices. You're in the shit. You're in the blender. But if you can get outside of the blender and look at the blender, you can see the chaos and the activity and the movement and the noise and the world spinning around. But you can get enough perspective when you take a step back. So the first key is to take a step back. The second key is to pause. The third key is to observe, right? So we pull ourselves out of the fray that we're in, or the stuckness, the battle, the chaos, the mess. Take a step back, pause, and now observe. And in the observation, we begin to notice things. The next piece of this is to identify, what do I need? What would put this back in a forward motion for me? How can I identify what parts of me are not in cooperation so that I can see what I need to be in cooperation? The next thing she said is making some sort of a modification around that. So taking action on what I might need in order to bring myself into cooperation. And in that taking action, there is this idea of making an agreement. And sometimes we make agreements with ourselves and sometimes we make agreements with other people. But when we make agreements, it's a way that we hold ourselves accountable and it's a way that we show up. And if you want to learn more about making agreements, watch my other video. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please click like and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching.